So let's get ready to meditate. We can take off our glasses. We don't need to look at the screen. Don't have to worry about doing these exercises right. Again, what's important is that it's an expression of our desire. Our home position, as a reminder, home position is palms open on our laps, fingertips apart. So our fingertips apart, palms open on our laps. Sit nice and comfortable and relaxed. And I'm going to play a little bit of music just to help us settle down just a little. As we start to hear this music come in, gentle, instrumental music is very helpful, usually, in settling down our mind. So there's a lot we've just talked about, a lot of information, but if we want to have an effective meditative experience, we want to identify the silence in our minds. This is more important than any physical action. Getting into the state of thoughtless awareness, where there's absolutely no thought. Remembering that every single thought either corresponds to the past or the future. When we recognize that, we know that no thought matters. At this point, while meditating, no thought matters. As thoughts come and bombard us and attempt to tap us on the shoulder and get our attention, we can simply silence those thoughts by saying from our hearts, not now. Silently, not now. No thought is important right now. While I'm meditating, I do not need to think about the past. I don't have to process it. I don't have to remember it. Right now, it doesn't exist. The past is the past. Let me just separate it just for these few minutes of meditation. Push it to the side. No thought matters. And same with the future, as those futuristic thoughts tap us on the shoulder and say, pick me, think about me, be aware of me. Let's push all of those thoughts aside. There's nothing I need to remember or prepare for right now in my meditation. The future is simply an unpredictable reality that has not yet come to be. Let me be at peace for these few minutes with the awareness, the understanding that this unpredictable reality to come is something I don't have to worry about. For these few minutes, I don't have to worry about whatever is going to happen. As we kind of part the seas between the past and the future, we push all of those thoughts away. We disempower all of that noise. We cripple it. We may start to be in touch with the present moment and an absolute awareness or perception or observation of silence. We're often disturbed by sound or sight or physical sensations, comfort or discomfort. Let's put all of that aside. Let's really try to close our ears off to any disturbances, any sounds that are distracting our attention, any sights that might distract our attention, any activity, exterior activity that is distracting our attention, any physical awareness of comfort or discomfort. Let's bring our attention away from all of that and turn our focus within ourselves. Keeping that focus on the present moment, right here, right now. In the present moment, there's nothing to think about. This is the most important state to get into as we're getting into our meditation. Then let's focus on our inner energy. We can raise our inner energy up by bringing our hand from the base of the spine to the top of the head. So we're cupping our hand in front of us and slowly raising it up as if we're raising a very delicate entity from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, slowly lifting it up. Our hand is about 1 or 2 inches in front of our being. And then slowly place the center of the palm on the crown of the head. We can rotate the top of the scalp, placing the center of the palm on the top of the scalp, gently pressing and rotating. Bringing our focus to that point where our hand meets our head. And as we rotate the scalp, giving the scalp a gentle massage, we can say from our hearts, I want to experience my self-realization, that happening when my inner energy rises up and culminates at the crown of the head. Even if we have doubts, even if we don't believe it, it's fine. That's the way it should be. We should not just believe. This is not blind faith in any way. What it is, rather, is a scientific experiment in which we are allowing this hypothetical experience to prove itself. We'll slowly raise our hand up about 1 inch or 2 over the top of the head and raise our attention with our hand and see what we're feeling close to or farther above the top of the head. Let's keep our focus over the head as we bring our hand right back down to our lap. Keeping our focus over our mind, above our mind, beyond all activity, beyond all noise, beyond all thought. Focusing in the present moment. Focusing on the silence that exists between our thoughts. Let's take our right hand to our forehead. Place our right hand across the forehead. And we're going to rest our head into the right hand. So bending our head forward, resting our head into the palm of the right hand, relaxing our shoulders, relaxing our neck, relaxing our mind to open up this 6th energy center at the forehead, using the power of forgiveness. This also helps to create the silence within our minds. So we'll say from our heart silently, I forgive. I forgive everyone. And I forgive myself. I completely forgive. I forgive everyone. And I forgive myself. Just kind of wipe that away. All of those thoughts, all of that activity. Bring our hand right back down to our lap. See if we can keep that focus up and over the top of the head. That very simple technique of forgiveness should help us become more aware of the silence. It may be becoming easier to get our focus above the mind, on or above the top of the head. Let's keep it there. We can absolutely control our attention. We are in charge of it. And we can choose not to be bouncing around with all the noise, with all the activity in our mind. We can choose to bring our attention above and beyond our minds and live in the silence between our thoughts in the present moment, focusing above the top of the head. Let's keep our attention there. We're going to balance our left channel, and we're going to do so by keeping our left palm open on our lap and drop our right hand towards the ground. So our right hand is dangling down next to us or placed flat on the floor. And our left palm is open on our laps, sitting nice and tall, but relaxed, not tensed. Relaxing our muscles, but sitting nice and tall. Keeping our focus over the top of the head, but in doing this very simple position, we are expressing our desire. Let all impurities, all heaviness affecting my left channel, creating depression, sadness, hopelessness, lack of self-confidence, guilt, apathy, lack of desire. Let all of that heaviness, all those impurities, keeping me from manifesting my real great potential. Let all of those impurities be absorbed into the earth so that my left channel can become strengthened. So that creativity, that power of desire, that ability to be intuitive, to have a healthy relationship with my emotions. Let all of that be strengthened within me. And we can pay attention to what we're feeling in the palm of the left hand and still maintain our focus above the top of the head. And when you're doing this on your own, or especially if you're watching a recorded meditation, it's always a great time to pause and see how deep you can get into this state of thoughtless awareness while you allow your left channel to get into balance. When your left channel is in an imbalanced state, not in balance, you'll feel heat and heaviness on the palm of your left hand. But as those impurities drain out, as that heaviness releases, you'll feel the heaviness and the heat in the palm of the left hand subside. You'll start to feel it lighter, even sensations, maybe even cooler. And you'll start to feel sensations or energy, vibrations tingling on your fingertips and on the center of the palm. light and cool. So you can know that you've done a good job, that your energy has done a good job, your inner Kundalini energy, in balancing your left energy channel when you're feeling that heat and that heaviness subside on the left palm. Let's now work on balancing our right energy channel. So right palm up on the left arm bent. So our right palm is open on our lap. Our left arm is bent towards the sky. Left hand is near our left ear. Focusing on our right energy channel again, expressing that desire, whatever impurities, heaviness is causing imbalance in my right energy channel, making me angry, reactive, dominating, frustrated, easily triggered, anxious, nervous, unable to calm down, be silent, be relaxed. Let all of those impurities be released into the ether so that the strength of my right energy channel can be established, the power of effecting change through action within myself, within the world in which I live. And again, when that right channel is not in a balanced state, you're going to feel heat and heaviness on the palm of the right hand. But as it gets into balance, as our inner energy works and balances our right energy channel, that heat and heaviness will subside and we'll start to feel cool, even, gentle energy on the palm of the right hand. Less heat, less heaviness. And again, if you're watching this recorded, this is a good time to pause. Keep your attention above the top of the head. Stay in that meditative state and let that right energy channel just get into balance. Let that heat subside as we maintain that meditative, thoughtless state, focusing over the top of the head, not thinking about it, just letting our inner energy do the work. Just with a few minutes of meditation, you may already feel that heat subside, that heaviness subside, and start to feel on both of the hands very cool and even sensations. So let's bring our left hand back to our lap. So our home position, both palms open on our laps, focusing up and above the top of the head. We can always bring our hand up to the top of the head and hold it above the top of the head. See what we're feeling close to or farther above the top of the head. How strong is that flow? Can we keep our focus where our hand is above the head? What happens if we bring our hand closer to our head? What happens if we bring it farther above? What can we feel? And let's bring our hand back to our lap, both palms open, fingertips apart. Just as we focused on our left energy channel, our right energy channel, let's focus on our central channel. So right at the very center of our being, parallel to our spine, beginning just beneath the triangular bone, beneath the sacrum bone, and rising up the central channel all the way up to the crown of the head. Focusing on this channel as our inner energy rises up and works within to create strength, to clear out impurities, and to reestablish our optimal well-being. Seeing if we can maintain our attention above our mind in that state of thoughtless awareness. No thought matters right now. This is when it's going to be most effective, when we're absolutely meditating, without thinking, without analyzing. Palms open, what are we feeling in the palms of both of our hands? Are there any specific sensations that are calling our attention? We can start to pay attention to these sensations. They are communicating the state of our subtle energy system. And as we go forward, week by week, we'll understand more and more about what these sensations mean. Let's slowly bring our meditation to an end and open our eyes. And when we're meditating on our own, especially for watching recorded meditations, it's so important that we meditate for as long as we need to feel that cool and even sensation on the palms of our hands, feeling that energy above the top of the head, and also being patient, because sometimes it does take some time, a few meditations, a few weeks, a few months. It varies person to person until we can really feel that flow.